even more so when you're working with young minds that you know that you're impacting them and the choices that they're going to make. I mean, there's nothing like touching a life like that because you know that there are seeds that you've put there that hopefully one day will germinate and they'll look back and go, gosh, it was great working with my teacher boys. What was it that you felt that brought you to the point where you're like, I'm not doing this anymore? What was it?
So, uh, so the I felt like the beginning of the end was uh in 2016 with the election of President Trump. Um, there was a shift in conservative Christian culture at that time, where it was there was a elements of just politics started to enter every conversation, um, in a way that I felt, at least in my experience, in my perspective, it hadn't before. Um, that there was greater charge in every subject, and um, that there was greater sense of identity placed on your political leanings than before. I felt like growing up, you were Republican, you were a Democrat, but if you were, there were other things about you that were more central to your identity. But I feel like starting in 2016 and in that election and in those years of presidency, it became, I would almost, criticize a lot of people in the community thinking these people are their political identity is more central to them than their religious identity. They would these and I felt the conflict with the parents. I mean, they would never say this out loud, but the way they were operating by what they were saying and valuing, it felt like if they had to choose, they would rather their child become an atheist and stay Republican than be a devoted Christian and be very liberal. It's that's how central things felt. It felt that uh important to the it almost felt like the point of what we were doing was to be this, it felt more political than not.